Sushi Go is a card drafting game for 2 to 5 players. Over 3 rounds, players attempt to play the best combination of cards to maximize their scores. At the start of a round, each player is dealt a hand of cards. Then, each player selects one card, places it face down in front of himself, and passes the remaining cards to his neighbor. All players then reveal their chosen cards simultaneously, adding them to their play areas before picking up the cards that were passed to them. The game continues in this way until all cards have been played. Then players score their cards and then discard them, with the exception of pudding cards. And the next round begins with new cards being dealt. The game ends after the third round. There are 8 different types of cards in Sushi Go. Maki roll cards show 1, 2, or 3 icons. They're worth 6 points to the player at the end of the round who has the most Maki roll icons, and 3 points to the player with second most. Tempura are worthless alone, but score 5 points in sets of 2. Sashimi are worthless alone or in pairs, but earn 10 points in sets of 3. Dumplings increase in value with each additional one you manage to get into play. A single dumpling is only worth 1 point, but if you can get 5 or more, they'll score a total of 15 points. Wasabi is worthless by itself, but will triple the point value of the next Nigiri card you play. Nigiri comes in 3 types, egg, salmon, and squid, and are worth 1, 2, or 3 points respectively. Chopsticks can be used on a later turn to play 2 cards instead of 1. Then you put the chopsticks with the cards that get passed to your neighbor. Finally, puddings don't score anything during the game, and are the only cards that stay in front of players from round to round. At the end of the game, the player with the most puddings earns 6 points, while the player with the fewest loses 6 points. The player with the most points at the end of the game is the winner.